Breaking news in the rap world, and nobody saw this coming. Because late last night, something happened that has the entire hip-hop community arguing, debating, and replaying the same track over and over again, trying to figure out if they really heard what they think they heard. Kendrick Lamar and Baby Keem just dropped a verse together on a track called Good Flirts, and according to fans across the internet, the bars sounded like direct shots at Drake. Now, if you know anything about hip-hop, you already understand why this is such a big deal. Kendrick and Drake have had tension in the past, but things have mostly stayed quiet for years. No major public disses, no explosive interviews, just subtle competition at the top of the rap game. But this time, fans are saying Kendrick didn't keep it subtle at all. Within minutes of the song appearing online, social media exploded. Twitter timelines started filling up with clips of Kendrick and Baby Keem's verses, and people were pausing the lyrics line by line trying to decode them. One bar in particular has the internet losing its mind. Kendrick allegedly raps a line that many fans believe is aimed straight at Drake's reputation in the industry, while Baby Keem follows it up with a line that sounds like he's backing Kendrick up completely. And the reaction has been wild. Fans are shocked, emotions are running high, and hip-hop pages everywhere are posting the same question: did Kendrick and Baby Keem just double-team Drake on one of the most unexpected tracks of the year? But here's where things get even crazier. Because according to a few people claiming to have connections inside the music industry, Drake's camp didn't see this coming at all. One anonymous insider allegedly told a rap blog that when the track started trending, phones inside Drake's circle started ringing immediately. And now rumors are spreading that Drake himself has already heard the song and is not happy about what Kendrick and Keem just did. The internet is now split right down the middle. Some fans are celebrating the moment, saying Kendrick and Baby Keem just brought competitive energy back to hip-hop. Others believe this could be the beginning of a serious rap war that nobody expected in 2026. But if the whispers coming from inside the industry are true, what happened after that song dropped might be the real reason the entire rap world is watching this situation unfold in real time. The moment the track Good Flirts started circulating online, the hip-hop world immediately went into detective mode. At first, it looked like a normal drop, just another unexpected collaboration between Kendrick Lamar and his cousin Baby Keem, two artists known for their creative chemistry and unpredictable releases. Fans were excited, streaming platforms started lighting up, and reaction pages began posting snippets of the song within minutes. But everything changed the second listeners reached Kendrick's verse. What sounded like a smooth, confident flow quickly turned into something that many fans interpreted as a clear lyrical jab aimed straight at Drake. Within an hour of the song appearing online, social media had completely exploded. Clips of Kendrick's verse were being reposted across rap pages, TikTok edits were popping up breaking down every bar, and fans were pausing the lyrics trying to figure out whether Kendrick had really just thrown a direct shot at one of the biggest artists in the world. One line in particular caught people's attention immediately. Kendrick rapped about artists who run numbers but can't run the culture, and fans instantly began connecting the dots. Thousands of comments started appearing under reposted clips with people saying the line had to be about Drake's long-standing reputation for dominating charts, while constantly being questioned about his place in hip-hop authenticity debates. But just when listeners thought the moment couldn't get any more obvious, Baby Keem stepped in with his verse, and that's when things really started to feel personal. Keem delivered a playful, but sharp line that many fans interpreted as him backing Kendrick up completely. In the bar, he referenced Ghost Shadow's writing hits for Kings of the North, which fans quickly connected to long-running internet rumors about Drake's songwriting controversies. Within minutes, the internet was buzzing with theories about whether Kendrick and Keem had planned the entire moment together. Reaction videos began flooding YouTube almost instantly. Rap commentators were replaying the verses over and over, stopping every few seconds to analyze the lyrics. One host on a hip-hop live stream leaned back in his chair after hearing the track and said, "Nah, that wasn't accidental. They knew exactly what they were doing." His chat exploded with viewers typing the same thing. That was a Drake diss. Meanwhile, fans on social media were already choosing sides. Kendrick supporters were celebrating the moment like it was a championship win for lyrical rap. Some users posted clips of Kendrick's past performances with captions like, "This is why he's the king of rap." Others praised Baby Keem for stepping into the moment confidently beside his cousin. One viral tweet read, "Kendrick didn't just send a shot, he brought Keem with him like backup." On the other side of the conversation, Drake fans immediately pushed back. Many argued that people were exaggerating the situation and reading too much into the lyrics. Some insisted the bars could have been about the music industry in general rather than Drake specifically. One Drake supporter tweeted, "You'll hear one clever line and suddenly think it's a diss. Relax." But even those defending Drake admitted that the timing felt suspicious, especially considering the long history of subtle competition between the two artists. As the debate continued, another twist made the story even more intense. A few hours after the track dropped, a well-known rap news page claimed that people inside Drake's camp had already heard the song and were discussing it privately. According to the page's anonymous source, Drake's team was aware of the situation and paying attention. That vague statement was enough to ignite another wave of speculation online. Fans started asking whether Drake might respond with a diss track of his own. Meanwhile, several artists and producers in the hip-hop world began posting cryptic messages that seemed to hint at the drama unfolding. One producer tweeted, "Competition makes legends." Another artist posted a simple emoji of popcorn with the caption, "Watching this." Fans quickly interpreted those posts as reactions to Kendrick and Baby Keem's verses. Inside fan communities, the conversation grew even deeper. Some people began discussing the possibility that Kendrick had been waiting for the right moment to challenge Drake again. Others pointed out that Kendrick rarely drops verses randomly. When he does something like this, it usually has a purpose behind it. One viral thread explained that Kendrick has a history of using collaborations to send messages in the rap world. At the same time, Baby Keem's involvement added another layer of intrigue. Because while Kendrick and Drake have been compared for years, Keem stepping into the conversation felt like a new generation entering the rivalry. Fans began debating whether Keem was simply supporting his cousin or intentionally stepping into Drake's lane as well. But the most interesting development was still coming. Because according to a rumor that started spreading through hip-hop blogs later that evening, the story behind the song Good Flirts might be far more complicated than fans realize, and Kendrick and Baby Keem may have recorded those verses with a very specific reaction in mind. As the internet kept replaying Good Flirts and dissecting every lyric, another rumor suddenly surfaced that made the entire situation even more dramatic. According to a few hip-hop blogs that claim to have spoken with people connected to the recording session, the song might not have originally been meant as a diss at all. One anonymous source allegedly said that Kendrick Lamar and Baby Keem recorded the track months earlier during a studio session that was supposed to be experimental and playful. But somewhere between the recording and the final release, something changed. And fans immediately began wondering if that change had something to do with Drake. The rumor spread quickly across rap pages. One blog posted a message claiming that someone close to the studio session had hinted that Kendrick adjusted a few bars shortly before the track was finalized. Now, none of that was officially confirmed, but the possibility alone sent fans into another wave of speculation. People started asking whether Kendrick had intentionally updated the lyrics after hearing something about Drake behind the scenes. If that theory were true, it would mean the verse wasn't random at all, it was strategic. Meanwhile, reaction videos were multiplying across YouTube at an incredible pace. Hip-hop commentators were debating whether the Kendrick and Baby Keem collaboration was simply competitive rap, or the beginning of something much bigger. One well-known rap analyst leaned forward during his live stream and said, if Kendrick really aimed that at Drake, he knew exactly what reaction he was going to create. His viewers flooded the chat with messages saying the situation felt like the early stages of a full-blown rap battle. But the conversation took another unexpected turn when a clip began circulating from a small after-party event that happened shortly after the track dropped. In the video, a DJ was playing Good Flirts inside a crowded club, and the moment Kendrick's verse came on, the crowd erupted. People started shouting the lyrics loudly, raising their phones in the air while cheering. When Baby Keem's line about ghost shadows writing hits played, the reaction became even louder. Fans online immediately interpreted the clip as proof that listeners were treating the song like a public statement against Drake. Under the video, thousands of comments appeared within minutes. One user wrote, "That crowd reaction says everything." Another comment that gained thousands of likes read, "If Drake responds, this could turn into the biggest rap beef of the decade." Even people who normally avoided rap drama started paying attention because the story was spreading so quickly across social media. Meanwhile, another interesting detail began circulating among hip-hop insiders. A podcast host who claimed to have industry connections said during a live discussion that several major artists had already reached out privately asking about the situation. According to him, many rappers were curious whether Kendrick and Baby Keem had intentionally fired the first shot in a new rivalry. The host said, "Artists love competition, but they also know Kendrick doesn't speak randomly. When he says something, there's usually meaning behind it." That statement alone sparked a new wave of debate across rap forums and comment sections. Some fans believed Kendrick was simply reminding everyone that lyrical rap still matters. Others argued that if the lines were truly aimed at Drake, the message could challenge one of the biggest figures in modern hip-hop. At the same time, Drake's silence was becoming more noticeable with every passing hour. Normally when Drake becomes part of a viral conversation, he finds subtle ways to acknowledge it, sometimes with a cryptic caption, sometimes with a meme, sometimes with a small lyrical hint. But this time there was nothing. No posts, no reactions, no statements. That silence began to feel louder than any response could have been. Fans started theorizing about what Drake might be doing behind the scenes. Some believed he was already recording a reply track that would completely shift the narrative. Others thought he might ignore the situation entirely to avoid giving the diss more attention. One viral tweet summed up the debate perfectly: "If Drake responds, we might get the biggest rap battle in years. If he stays quiet, Kendrick might control the whole conversation." At the same time, Baby Keem's involvement kept drawing attention from younger rap fans. Many people pointed out that Keem stepping into the moment alongside Kendrick made the situation feel like a generational shift. Instead of a one-on-one rivalry, it suddenly looked like Kendrick was bringing a new voice into the competition. But just when people thought the story had reached its peak, another unexpected detail started spreading across rap news pages, one that suggested Drake might not have been completely caught off guard by the song after all. And if those whispers were even partially true, the story behind Good Flirts might be much deeper than a simple diss track. As the conversation around Good Flirts kept dominating social media, another unexpected rumor suddenly shifted the entire narrative. Several rap insiders began suggesting that Drake may have actually heard about the song before it officially dropped. According to a claim shared by a hip-hop blogger during a live stream, someone connected to a studio engineer allegedly hinted that Drake's camp had been aware of the collaboration weeks earlier. The blogger didn't provide proof, but the statement alone was enough to ignite another wave of theories across the internet. Fans immediately began asking the same question: if Drake knew the track was coming, why didn't he prepare a response ahead of time? That mystery only added to the suspense surrounding the situation. Some people believed Drake might have underestimated the impact of the lyrics, assuming the song would simply be another Kendrick and Baby Keem collaboration. Others believed Drake's team might have expected the bars to remain subtle rather than sparking a massive internet debate. Whatever the truth was, the moment the track started trending, the story had clearly taken on a life of its own. At the same time, a new clip began circulating that made fans even more curious. During a recent live appearance at a small event, Baby Keem reportedly performed a short freestyle that included a line many people believed was another reference to the situation. In the clip, Keem smiled while delivering a bar about two cousins shaking the throne while the crown watches quietly. The crowd in the video immediately reacted with loud cheers and laughter, and within minutes the clip spread across rap pages everywhere. Fans began connecting the line back to Drake, interpreting it as another subtle jab. Reaction channels quickly jumped on the moment. One YouTube commentator paused the clip mid-video and said, "That line right there. That sounds like confidence. Like they know exactly what they started." His audience immediately began debating whether Baby Keem was escalating the situation or simply enjoying the viral attention. Meanwhile, inside hip-hop circles, artists and producers continued posting cryptic messages that only made the story more intriguing. One veteran rapper posted a message that read, "Rap battles separate the legends from the entertainers." The comment instantly triggered another round of arguments among fans. Kendrick supporters interpreted it as praise for lyrical competition, while Drake supporters pushed back, saying chart success and global reach are just as important as lyricism. As the debate intensified, another surprising detail appeared that caught everyone's attention. A streaming analytics page posted data showing that Kendrick Lamar's catalog streams had suddenly surged after Good Flirts started trending. Fans quickly shared the numbers across social media, claiming the moment had shifted attention back toward Kendrick's music. Some users even joked that Kendrick had activated the algorithm with one verse. At the same time, Drake supporters pointed out that his songs were still dominating global charts. Several fans posted screenshots of Drake tracks still ranking high on playlists and streaming platforms. One popular tweet from a Drake fan read, "People saying Kendrick ended Drake are forgetting the numbers." That post itself gained thousands of replies, with users debating whether lyrical reputation or commercial success matters more in hip-hop. The conversation slowly started evolving into something bigger than just a diss track. Fans were now debating two completely different visions of rap success. On one side were people who believed Kendrick represented artistry, storytelling, and lyrical depth. On the other side were fans who argued that Drake represented global influence, hit records, and mainstream impact. Meanwhile, several hip-hop commentators began suggesting that Kendrick and Baby Keem might have intentionally sparked this debate. One podcast host explained, during a discussion, that moments like this can reshape conversations about hip-hop culture. He said, "Sometimes a verse isn't just about the artist you're talking to. It's about reminding the whole industry what competition looks like." That theory began spreading quickly across rap forums. Some fans believed Kendrick wanted to challenge the idea that commercial success automatically defines the top spot in hip-hop. Others believed the rivalry narrative itself was being amplified by fans and bloggers who love drama. But the suspense surrounding Drake's response continued to dominate the conversation. With every hour that passed, fans grew more curious about whether the Toronto superstar would acknowledge the situation publicly. Some believed Drake was quietly recording a response track that could completely flip the narrative. Others believed he might ignore the entire situation and let the buzz fade away naturally. Just when people thought the story couldn't get any more dramatic, another rumor started circulating through rap news pages that added a completely new layer to the situation. According to a few insiders, a private industry listening session had reportedly taken place where someone close to Drake hinted that the rapper had already heard Kendrick's verse multiple times. And if that rumor was true, Drake might already have a plan for what happens next. As the tension around Good Flirts continued building online, the situation reached another dramatic moment when whispers from inside the music industry started spreading across rap blogs. According to several insiders, who claimed to have connections to label executives and producers, a private listening session had reportedly taken place where people close to Drake were discussing the track in detail. While nothing was confirmed publicly, one blogger claimed that a producer who attended the session described the mood as serious but focused. That description alone immediately sparked another wave of speculation among fans. People began wondering whether Drake was quietly preparing his response while letting the internet drama play out on its own. The idea that Drake might already have a plan made the entire situation feel even more intense. Fans started revisiting Drake's history with rap rivalries, pointing out that he has often waited before responding to controversy. Some argued that Drake has mastered the art of timing, choosing the perfect moment to strike back with music that captures the public's attention. One viral tweet summed up the debate by saying, "Drake has survived every challenge in hip-hop so far. If he responds, it won't be random." The comment gained thousands of likes and replies from fans who believed the silence was part of a larger strategy. Meanwhile, Kendrick Lamar and Baby Keem continued to trend across social media as fans replayed "Good Flirts" over and over again. The lyrics had now been dissected by countless commentators, with each person offering their own interpretation of what Kendrick and Keem were really saying. Some believed the lines were clever competitive jabs designed to spark conversation. Others were convinced the track represented a deeper challenge aimed directly at Drake's position in the industry. During one live stream discussion, a hip-hop analyst explained why the moment felt so important to fans. He said, "Moments like this remind people that rap is still competitive. The tension, the debate, the excitement, it's all part of the culture." Viewers flooded the chat agreeing that the situation had brought back the feeling of classic rap rivalries where artists pushed each other creatively. At the same time, another unexpected moment added fuel to the fire. During a concert appearance days after the track dropped, a DJ reportedly played "Good Flirts" during a packed club set. Videos from the event quickly spread online, showing the crowd shouting Kendrick's lyrics loudly. When Baby Keem's verse came on, people in the crowd started pointing at each other and laughing as if they were sharing an inside joke. Fans watching the video online interpreted the reaction as proof that listeners were enjoying the playful tension behind the lyrics. Under the clip, comments flooded in from people debating what the reaction meant. Some wrote that Kendrick and Keem had successfully captured the energy of hip-hop competition. Others argued that Drake fans would eventually rally behind their favorite artist once he decided to respond. Either way, the moment made it clear that the song had captured the attention of the culture. Meanwhile, industry voices began reminding fans that rap rivalries can sometimes create some of the most memorable music moments in history. One veteran producer posted a message saying, "Competition pushes artists to be better." The comment was reposted across multiple rap pages, with fans debating whether Kendrick and Drake might actually push each other to deliver even stronger music. As days passed, the suspense surrounding Drake's next move only grew stronger. Every small detail was being analyzed by fans and bloggers alike. If Drake posted a photo, people looked for hidden meanings in the caption. If Kendrick appeared at an event, fans wondered whether he might perform the verse again. The story had evolved into a full cultural conversation, where every move from either artist felt significant. At the same time, some fans began stepping back and questioning whether the internet might be exaggerating the situation. A few commentators pointed out that hip-hop listeners often interpret lyrics differently depending on their own biases. They suggested that the rivalry narrative might be growing larger simply because fans love dramatic storylines. Still, the excitement surrounding the track showed no signs of slowing down. Streams continued rising, reaction videos kept appearing across YouTube, and discussions about Kendrick, Baby Keem, and Drake dominated rap forums. What started as a single collaboration had turned into one of the most talked about moments in hip-hop culture. And as the debate continued spreading across the internet, one thing became clear. Whether Good Flirts was a playful lyrical jab or the beginning of a deeper rivalry, the entire rap world was now watching closely. Because the next move, from Kendrick, from Baby Keem, or from Drake, could change the entire conversation overnight. And just like that, a single track called Good Flirts has turned the entire hip-hop world upside down. What looked like a normal Kendrick Lamar and Baby Keem collaboration suddenly became one of the most talked about rap moments online. Fans are shocked, emotions ran high across social media, and now the culture is split right down the middle trying to decide what those lyrics really meant. Some listeners are convinced Kendrick and Baby Keem knew exactly what they were doing. They believe those lines were a calculated message aimed straight at Drake, a moment meant to shake the throne and remind everyone that lyrical competition is still alive in hip-hop. Others are saying the internet might be blowing things way out of proportion, arguing that rappers throw clever lines all the time and fans sometimes connect dots that were never meant to be connected. But the suspense hasn't gone anywhere. Drake still hasn't directly responded, and that silence has only made the story bigger. Some fans believe he's quietly preparing a response that could flip the entire conversation overnight. Others think he might ignore the situation completely and let the buzz fade away. And that leaves the biggest question hanging in the air right now. Was Good Flirts just competitive rap? Or did Kendrick Lamar and Baby Keem really take a shot at Drake that could spark one of the biggest rap rivalries we've seen in years? Now it's your turn to speak. Do you think Kendrick and Keem were dissing Drake, or are fans reaching with the lyrics? And if Drake responds, who do you think wins this battle? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this debate is getting heated and we want to hear your opinion. And if you want more viral rap news, industry drama, and stories that the whole hip-hop world is talking about, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications, because the next twist in this story could happen at any moment.